To celebrate St David's Day, we have a Welsh choir. Of course we do. Of course we have a Welsh choir. At 8:15, chef and writer Lisa Fearn has travelled 212 miles from Carmarthen and would be with us to bring us all sorts of Welsh food and fill us up on all things St David, which apparently involves a hat, which she's also bringing in. I think she might already be here. That couldn't have been an easy journey this morning, could it? What else can you tell us about that me talking about will just sort of give people a sense of inner warmth from the radio? Text us 88291. We have our own take on that in a moment or two, because a lady called Lisa Fearn's here. Lisa Fearn. What she doesn't know about Welsh food for St David's Day, frankly, isn't worth knowing. She's next.
I always remember when my oldest son was very young, he once said to me, "Dad, do all reggae records begin with a drum roll?"
You're listening to the Chris Evans Breakfast Show on BBC Radio 2.
Yeah, from Steve Wright's studio. Do we sound a little different? Text us and tell us if we do. Steve has an acoustic board in front of his window because he knows about all these things, to make things sound beefier. He has a sellotape dispenser in here. He has a good old-fashioned letter rack. But what he won't have this afternoon is Lisa Fearn, because we have her right now, and I'm going to give her a cheer because she's come all the way from Carmarthenshire this morning to be with us today, St David's Day, in full flow this morning. Despite all the ice and the wind and the sleet and the black ice, it's time to tuck into some traditional Welsh grub. Here we have Lisa Fearn, and she has this book out, Blas Taste.
It's glass in Welsh and taste in English.
Oh, I see. So we're doubling up on the front cover there.
Yes, yep.
And is it in Welsh as well?
It is. It's bilingual on every page. So we share the photographs because they're sort of... they speak their own language.
Yes.
And we've got Welsh and English recipes and a little bit of writing and descriptions of things, and it's all seasonal.
So from this book, not only could we enjoy your Welsh delights, your Wales-inspired delights, but could we learn Welsh by comparing the paragraphs and recipes?
Exactly.
We could pick it up a little bit, couldn't we?
Yes.
Okay, so is Welsh your first language?
It is.
Okay.
Well, it is my first and second language. Well, Welsh English, it doesn't really matter to me.
They always say whichever language you dream in is the one that you're most fluent in. Or
I couldn't tell you that. I think it depends on what language I spoke before I went to bed.
Well, almost a nightmare getting in this morning, but you have the last weather report that you can witness from Carmarthenshire was blue skies, wasn't it?
Blue skies, sunshine. It was cold, but it looked beautiful.
That may have changed by
Maybe.
now. All right, so you've got some Welsh delights. What do we have here? So, first of all, what is this wonderful concoction in front of me? I wish the nation could have a massive bowl of this.
I know.
60 million spoons and all dive in together. What is it?
That's Welsh cowl. I've made it with ham because it's a much lighter flavour.
Right.
I don't know how warm that is, by the way, but does it taste okay?
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's full of nutrition, full of vitamins, root vegetables basically, so cheap to make, nutritious, warm, nice slab of cheese with that and a nice crusty bread roll and you're away.
And a pint, perhaps?
And a pint, if you want to.
Or a half in a mug. You know those half-pint jugs mugs?
Yes,
and
that's got leeks in. That's what makes it really Welsh, is the leeks. And do you know what I didn't bring with me today? Some parsley. You should really sprinkle a little bit of parsley on top.
It's not missing anything on my palate.
Oh, good.
It's stunning. And like you say, it's got that brothiness about it, because the liquid is quite clear. It's opaque,
yes,
but it just looks good, doesn't it? It looks like it's going to do you good and warm you up and keep you going. Right, what else have we got here? This is a stunning plate of delights.
Well, that's for lemons, really. You've got some bara brith on there, which is a speckled bread. Bara is bread in Welsh, and brith is speckled. So you've got currants, traditionally made with yeast, but that's just sort of a fruit cake, if you like. And then you've got the traditional Welsh cakes there, which I've made heart-shaped for you.
It's very nice.
They're normally round, but I thought I'd go for the heart.
How did you get into all this yourself?
How did I? Well, to be honest, I've cooked all my life. My kids are going to hate me for saying that, because what do you mean all your life? You weren't cooking when you were 3, but, I've cooked for as long as I remember. And then I took time out to raise the family and wanted to go back to work, and the 3 things I knew was cooking, gardening and children, so I started a cookery school, and that's how I got into cooking.
What else do you need in life? You grow your own, your own, field to fork, to feed your own.
Yeah, that's right.
You've got it all going on, my friend.
Yeah, and I got the kids to do the work for me.
Okay, and how long has your book been out? Because it's a lovely old thing.
Yeah, it is. Just over a year. Came out for Christmas 2017, so it's been out a year now, and working on my second one, actually.
Right. Good for you. What's this
now, that's bara brith. I would put a little bit of butter on that, and I've got some Carmarthenshire butter over there.
Nice.
Is it nice?
It's like a fruit loaf, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But they soak the fruit in tea overnight the night before to make it nice and moist.
Anything else?
A little bit of spice.
Tastes anything slightly cheeky?
No. Actually, it's just the tea. And you can
Tastes a bit rummy.
Does it? No, it shouldn't do.
A bit whiskey, a bit brandy. Or is that wishful thinking?
I think that's wishful thinking. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Now, many people fear what I have to my left here, but I
Yes.
don't, Vera. I
You do.
love this.
Now I'm surprised.
Tell everybody.
It doesn't look good like that, though, does it? What he's got is a pouch of lava bread. Bara lawr in Welsh, which is seaweed. It's been cooked, harvested, obviously edible, as most seaweeds are, and it's been cooked, and it looks a little bit like green mush. Yes?
Yeah, but you put it in a bag like an intravenous saline bag.
I didn't.
But I love this
It's
stuff.
lovely. It's best fried, but what they normally do is make them into little patties and cover it with oats, like porridge oats,
Right.
and fry them in bacon fat. So you fry your rashers of bacon first, and then you take the bacon out, you fry the little patties of lava bread in the bacon fat, and then, of course, you've got the flavour in the oats, and you can serve that as well. You can chuck a few cockles in if you live near the coast, and you've got a lovely, wholesome...
Cockles. Just say cockles.
Cockles.
Can you say video for me, please?
Video.
Video. Right, more from Lisa in a bit.
Distinction, a real big spender. Good looking, so refined. Say, wouldn't you like to be a big spender? Hey, big spender. Spend a little time with
Big finish to warm you up on this mad 1st of March. It is a mad day, isn't it? It's a mad day. It's only going to get worse. Right, OK, so Lisa's here. Lynn's here now with Lisa, and Lynn's got to get us through a travel bulletin, a big, packed travel bulletin, a very important travel bulletin, whilst her mouth is watering, whilst she's salivating live on the radio, whilst I'm eating all this food.
Barra breathe you got there.
Barra breathe. I've got to say,
We've got butter, though.
this is like, to me, Lisa, this is like a cross between a really fantastic fruit loaf and a nice Christmas pudding. And that's why I'm imagining it has something cheeky in it. And you're still saying it doesn't.
It's tea.
OK. Well, what's the most Welsh cheeky thing we could put in it if we wanted to?
Ooh.
What would you
We're all
Yes.
teetotal in Wales, I think you'll
Yeah.
find. We never drink.
Yeah.
Oh, that's... Oh.
I don't think you're going to fool him.
Oh, okay,
A little bit of brandy might be quite nice, just like a Christmas pudding.
It's
then, wouldn't it?
perfect as it is.
Yes.
Now, the Welsh cakes... Sorry about this, Lynn. The Welsh
Yeah,
cakes...
He's stuffing his face.
I have non-buttered, I have buttered.
Oh, OK.
I'm going to go for the buttered.
I go for buttered.
Is it salted buttered?
Yes. They're great unbuttered if they're hot off the plank, which is the
plank?
The plank.
The plank! The Welsh plank!
Yeah, yeah.
How big is your plank?
My plank is about, I would imagine about 30 centimetres, a foot diameter, and heavy. I couldn't bring it with me today.
Lynn.
And made of iron.
I know, stop it. Stop
I'll
eating
see
in
you on
front
the
of me.
other side,
Stop
all right?
eating it. Honestly. Transport Scotland's by snow as well. Stranded vehicles and accidents. I'll be back with more in about half an hour.
All right, you deserve one of these. Come on
Oh,
now.
thank you.
I was
want to
wondering
try-
when he was going to share.
Well, I'm just going to take it
quite
with me,
reluctant
to
to
be
be
honest. This Barra breathe looks diam.
You just have
you want some
a
butter?
taste of that. There you go.
Oh,
What about
lovely.
that? I
Oh,
know.
can she come in every day?
We're not letting her go. We're not letting her out. Is that your husband on the other
It
side?
is,
That's
yes,
all right.
it
He's
is.
He's not going anywhere either. You're ours. 8:32 coming back with some Welsh naughties. After tomorrow.
BBC News 100 for far Russians. Those are the BBC headlines. Our next news at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Maurice. So what are you two chatting about there?
Well, I was asking what was if she put a special secret ingredient in her Welsh cake, because our mam used to put a special... I can't actually say it on it because it is secret. No, it really is.
Oh, don't be like
No,
that.
I can't. It's a secret
Why
spice
not?
that my mam would put in. And I was asking if you do that, if you put the secret spice in.
And I don't. I keep
No.
them plain. I keep them plain. But in that little jar over there, I've got some cinnamon sugar. So if you want a little bit of extra warmth and spice, you can just add as much as you
See,
like.
she's got it all covered.
You have to eat another one now to try it with spice.
Yeah.
I want to... No problem. I'm your man. I want to know what your mum's secret...
I'm just eating. I can't tell.
OK. Naughty Smashers, Stereophonics and Super Furry Animals on the way, on record. But Naughty Smashers, Stereophonics, Have a Nice Day, Part 2. What was the year for this song? And then Higher or Low. So we have St David's Day, March the 1st. Mad March. It is the maddest March the 1st I've ever witnessed.
Yes.
No doubt about that. We have the Borough Welsh Choir, who are with us this morning, or at least some of them, 11, representing the full complement of 45. Later on, they're going to be playing at this sort of Welsh festival at Borough Market, just over the Thames here in London. And Lisa, who's just been on the show, Lisa Fearn, with her brilliant book and all these gorgeous Welsh snacks that are still here, and the
Got
team
my
are
eye on those.
absolutely loving you. I've got your eye on those. I can tell. Don't reach over; it's rude. Lisa's going to be there cooking later. So good luck with all your St David's celebrations. Good luck with anything that you are trying to organise for this weekend.